Alright, I'm about to start. So, actually, it's getting hot here. Okay, that's enough. So, last time, what we did was in the quick start, we did the tic-tac-toe tutorial, then we did thinking in React, and after that we read most of the documentation, except all this part here. Just looked at it, but didn't go into details with it. For now, I am more concerned about this, because when I was looking at this, I didn't understand. I had to see some Reddit post actually to understand that React router, which is suggested here, is it setup? No. Installation? Yes, creating a React app, and then you have full stack, whatever, you have next, and then you have React router here. And this guy, it does many things, and it has multiple modes. So you have framework mode, data mode, and then declarative mode. I have no idea what any of this is about. I think maybe it's a mistake, because if your kind of library is about providing routing, just do that, do it well, and don't confuse the user. That would be my advice anyway. And this you can do with Vite. So Vite, also something that I have no idea what it is and how it works. So these two go together, I think. So we are going to try to do it. And also I see there is some tip script here. We are not going to do the tip script. We are not going to do the tip script. I have to kind of read a little bit about it and try to understand why I need to use that. But for now I want to read picking a mode, and then also I found a nice example here how to connect React to a database. I think that's what you will do. We are not going to use it, but nice to have that in the back of your mind. And then I was reading some stuff, and most importantly, yes, this answer is very important to me. If you're making a content website, you don't need ASP, and if you're making an application, then build an SPA maybe. And I was thinking, okay, Facebook and Gmail and stuff like that, I think they're mentioned somewhere below, or I read this elsewhere, I don't know. Just very confusing to understand, and there is also search engine optimization, because the browser cannot cache your pages. So I read Google can actually load the JavaScript and parse it, but it's not going to be as fast as a normal website. So it's best to, yes, the crawler is going to index server-side rendering website much more efficiently than single-page application. The single-page application will be eventually indexed, but it's going to take weeks or months before it's done. So I wanted to check also on Coding Game because it's a single page application, and I was wondering, okay, why is Coding Game a single page application? And then I noticed, okay, I could log out, but then when there is nothing to do if you are not logged in Coding Game. Everything is about you, the user, and your activities, some links here, but everything it's about your progress and your skills unlock, your, what is this map called, I don't know, the quest map, yeah. And so everything is about you as a user, and that's why it's an app. And obviously it does not have to be, but when you go, for example, for, I don't know, bot programming here, you don't have to reload. You see, you don't need to reload the page, the content changes, and the user experience therefore is improved because it's nearly instantaneous, you see. So I can kind of understand why you would make a single page app for Coding Game. It was not obvious to me, and I think that's nice. Alright, next thing, I hope I can write some code today, although I'm not confident at all that I will be successful in doing this. I found also an example how to do is it Flask, Python, React, or Python anywhere. Yeah, this article here is very important to me because my normal backend is Flask, and I had no idea how to connect it to React. So the key is a Flask uses a static folder. You can redirect it, and then here you have send static file index.html. It's a catch-all, and that's how it will work. Also, I think something is missing. Oh yes, layout. Yes, you have to create a React frontend. So you have this command npx create React app, but only frontend, and that's not something that they explain to you on the React website, that you can create a frontend only stuff. You get kind of, I don't even know how it works. You tap npm start and then you got a development server. I think it's Node.js server running locally, and they don't explain to you how to use a different server. For example, I will need Nginx, and I will have to figure this out eventually. So yeah, kind of the ideas that I want to explore, and let's try to see if we can get something done. So picking a mode, multi-strategy router for React, 3 primary ways or modes to use it. You see this icon indicates which mode the content is relevant to. They're additive. Okay, so declarative data framework simply add more feature at the cost of architectural control. Pick your mode based on how much control and how much help you want from React router. The mode dépend d'un level, blah blah blah. Declarative, basic routing, matching URLs, navigating, active states like link, use navigate, and use location. So you import browser router, React DOM, create route, render. Browser router, encapsulate the app. Okay. What is data? By moving route configuration outside React rendering, data mode adds data loading actions, pending state, and more API like loader action and use feature. Browser router, route provider, router. I don't get this. This was really clean and simple, and then we get this. I don't understand. Okay, c'est a route provider. I don't see any data related stuff here. It's just passing this variable here. How is it different from this? Because browser router, you get it here directly. Maybe I need to read below. No, there's no explanation. Framework wraps data mode with a Vite. Oh, okay, so Vite is already here. But only as a plugin to add the full React router experience with type C href. Trying to make sure the music is not too loud. Should be good enough. Alright. Type safe route module, intelligent split, code splitting, SPA, SSR, static rendering strategies, and again, why do I need all this? Oh, we get an export default here. index and the root here. Okay, so basically, if I have my own framework and I don't want this, I don't use this, I can just use declarative here. That will be the minimum. We're going to start with this only. Decision advice. Every mode supports any architecture deployment target, so the question is already about if you want SSR SPA, it's about how much you want to do yourself. We are making too many assumptions about what people are going to do. This doesn't explain anything to me. Okay, so it's more about which API is exposed, and you can combine everything, so it's not mutually exclusive. Yeah, I don't want you to do redirect, so I guess declarative is it for me. So they start with framework mode, which is not... They should start with declarative mode first. React template from Vite and choose React. Otherwise, bootstrap your application however you prefer. Create Vite latest. npm I React router. The I is for install. Just write install. Damn it. Render a browser router around your application. Okay. Routing. Oh, and I get EC, it's declarative, okay. So this is the JSX, and then you can add elements like this. What is this? inside the browser router. Okay, you do not put them anywhere. It's inside the browser router. Okay, that makes sense actually. Okay. Nested routes. Routes. And I can put more routes inside the route. Okay. Outlet. What is outlet? Oh, okay, so this is my HTML stuff, and then I put outlet, but doesn't make sense. This is it's either home or settings. How does it figure out anything here? Routes without a path, new nesting, but they don't add a path to the URL, so you can still group things. There is a path here, there's no path here. Okay, it's kind of a category. Index. I have to write index here. So it's a default route for whatever. Okay. Index, layout route. Okay. Oh, there is an index here. Okay. Prefix. A route path without an element prop. Add a path prefix to a child node without introducing a parent layout. What are you saying? This is an element here. Path, no element. So you get a path prefix without a parent layout? I don't get it. What is a layout to begin with? Because I have no... Here we have routes without a path are called layout routes, but here you have a path and they tell you it doesn't make a layout. Doesn't make sense. So colon is a dynamic segment. We use param to get it. Okay. Okay, multiple. Optional. Okay, so you get question mark. Okay. Catch all. Okay. Use params. File path, params. Okay. Splat? What? I don't get this. Why splat? Splat has a meaning in English? English is weird. Okay, so navlink class whatever. So we did routing and now navigating. Okay, you know what? We are going to make a new test app, and then eventually we are going to populate it with npm commands. Navlink to inside the nav component. Okay. Oh, okay. It's added active for styling with CSS. Okay. Callback. Okay, so on the class name you have a function that captures isActive, and then it's tested to add the proper styling. Okay, the same thing. Link does not need active styling. Okay, use navigate. This is a redirect. Logging out. Okay. Send fake analytics. What a fun name. Lol. Okay, I was just scrolling without actually processing. Let's start over. So, URL values. So once city has been captured, I can put it there, I guess. Okay, search param is after the question mark. And location. Use location. But we don't have like the documentation for the location. This is really dumb. They don't tell us what the location object is. They should at least put a link inside the API reference so that we can look up what the location object contains. This is really dumb from them. Like they think someone reading this for the first time is going to know what is inside the location object. Okay, so that's the history. It's really not difficult to put a link from there to there. Anyway. Okay, so now the Vite stuff. Interactive tutorial. Whoa. The tutorial is too long. Do I need to log in? I don't want to log in. Deny. Always deny the cookies. Yeah, we are not doing that. We are not doing that course. Wait, what? Vanilla, Vue, React? Okay, I need React. Svelte. But it's nice to know that I can try Vue or Svelte right here. What is this now? Stack Blitz, whoa. All those online coding platforms, what? Installing dependencies? What? Wait, what? Is messing with my browser. I didn't tell you to do that. What? Localhost? It is serving a website? Wait, what? And this is the website here? This link points to here? What? This is madness. And these are the files? Oh, Vite config. Vite plugin React, okay. Oh, there is a readme. Minimal setup to get React working in Vite with HMR. What is HMR? React compiler is not enabled, okay. ESLint, whatever. Okay, so you're telling me I should download the files? Okay, there isn't a link to download any of the files. I don't like how it's using my browser to do all this stuff without me knowing that's what it's going to do. Okay, let's do that first. npm create vit at latest. Okay. Are you serious? My app. React. Sorry, we lost the music. The music is distracting, but I feel less alone because I'm always alone on the stream, so kind of talking to myself. The music, I'm less alone. We want JavaScript, React compiler. I thought the React compiler was not installed. Oh wait, where is React router here? Where is Stack 2? We go where React router. Initialize the new Git repository. Well, okay, whatever. Install dependencies. Okay, whatever. It's going to be a nightmare. Although the npm package manager is pretty nice. Well, now I have another folder here. What is this? So vite config. Tailwind, okay. This is a type script stuff. This is React router, blah blah blah. Wait. This means I need to do npm install. Run dev. Run build is for prod. But how do you deploy? I don't want to deploy with Docker yet. I don't want to do that. I'm hosting myself. Built-in app server, I don't want to do that. I want Nginx. Server-side render, okay. Oh, to switch to SPA, I must put false, okay. I'm not sure I understand what this does. Okay, I've seen this before. Package.json inside the coding game stuff. Oh, there is the Docker, okay. npm run start. Well, favicon. CSS. Ah, that's for Tailwind. Oh. It's really doing a bunch of stuff that I don't want to see, like why here Google API? I don't need those fonts. Can I choose my font? But I guess maybe it's nice to have an example how to do it, but so this is the links, and then the links is implemented. I don't get it. Here? That's weird. That's weird. I think these variables is connected to this guy, but I cannot be sure. SVG, really? You cannot use some PNG? I don't like all this. What is this? Like, this is garbage. Why? This is home, and this is the route. Tips, home, what? What is this? Welcome. And we have here meta. Okay. So what I don't like is that I have I guess I could just go up here and mv test apps like this, and then go. Alright. Oh, and there is a Git repository also. I don't like the way people do things, honestly. It's too intrusive. What is -d? Oh, I can start with index.html. Okay, you know what? Oh, wait, what? This is the command line interface? I don't get it. Okay, so there is no command line interface for it here. Should I do npm install and run dev? Oh no, I'm in the wrong folder. Oh shit, I have to... Wait, what? I have apps inside of... Okay, I didn't see the actually. Okay, now we're talking. Okay. $51.73. Okay, so at least it's working. Yes, but then he's sending me far away. Okay, and the file icon is trash. And this is SVG, this? Okay, at least we got something working. So the part with, let me see. No, actually I want to be there. So actually this is done. Next thing, I don't remember. Oh yes, we wanted to try the Python backend. But I don't want to run npm, like what is going on? I can use host to expose. H enter. A profiler. Restart. Clear console. Okay. If I do this, the server is stopped. Yes, the server is stopped. I think I need a break. There's a Git repository as well. What if you wanted to use, I don't know, Mercurial? Like, they are making so many decisions for you. It's insulting, really. Okay, so npm start. Something looks wrong. Why is this red? Oh, wait. Okay, now that's 3000. Yes. Oh, okay, that's the same problem as with the tutorial. It's opening the browser without me telling him to do so. Oh, that was not my intent. Okay. So this guy is the front-end stuff and this guy is the Vite. So we did here React front-end and I want plus Python backend. Problem I have is that npm start is going to start a server and I'm usually I run the server with Python. And also I have nginx with WSGI. So this is kind of messy. Run build. Okay, so is this what they are telling us here? Okay, I should have done run build. Okay, disconnected. So now I have a build folder with all the stuff. Home page field of the package.json. The build folder can be deployed. You may serve it with a static server. npm install -gserve and serve -s build. Why would I do that? Can't I? Okay. This is just public. What is public? Oh, now we have the build folder. Okay. So the source for the app. I think I prefer this version. Like this app one here. The standard way they tell you to do things with Docker and stuff, I don't like that. This is dumb. I just want the front end, and they don't explain to you how to do it this way. And I can choose my own server. here is my static folder. Yeah, the JavaScript is unreadable. CSS is unreadable too. What is this file? It's a SVG, okay. So all the SVG has been packaged too. Well, all the numbers and the hashes for the file names are a little bit annoying, but there is even the index is unreadable. Some logo, PNG, robots. Disello everything. Well. But it's nice that they put the robot file already there. Oh, I should not open node module. Okay, so build is the output. I would like to try something really dumb. And where's the index? Here. Aha, it doesn't do anything. Any errors? Loading failed. Yeah, it says no script, you need to enable JavaScript to run this app. So the server must be serving this script. That's why it doesn't work. Okay. So I need to start a Flask application, I guess. I don't quite remember how to do the VM stuff. Let's do it. Let's do it just so that I remember. Okay. I will change the name later. Or wait. I need to see an example. Because I'm thinking about a dot name, but I'm not sure about it. Yeah, okay. It's nothing special. Okay. Why can't I choose the file that I want to run? Oh. That's strange. Because I have two files. I want to choose the file to run. That's annoying. Ah, there is a... You see how bad this is? The options, it does not give me a app option. This should be in the, like, the first option should be app. Anyway. No such option app. Okay. So Flask app like this. Okay, option first. Is it top one? Okay. 5,000. Let's see what it does. Okay, we got it actually. Okay, so now we have the Flask backend with the React frontend. I did it. Alright. So let's see. I'm pretty sure there is something in the to-do that I wanted but I didn't do today. I talked about coding game stuff, I talked about yes SEO stuff, not concerned about that. I talked about this. So we did only the second one. The first one, I don't see this file, so I don't think I can make it work with, this example. I cannot make it work because this index here doesn't exist. We have home.tsx. We could actually try to write home.tsx here and see what happens. Maybe we should do that. And then we call it a day. What is this? Yes. The server was not running, so we could not serve the JavaScript file. Yeah, I talked about that, so we're clear on that. Routes, database stuff, location, I don't know. This is, yes, React router. I have to figure this out eventually. Vite, we didn't really use Vite at all. Can close this, close this. Wow. Thank you for letting me leave. Okay. It's done. So now, I'm just going to try to what is root.tsx? Oh, that's the app here. Root home.tsx. Welcome.tsx root home. I just have to try it and see what happens. I think it's going to be maybe on without the TSX. Let's try that. So shut down this guy and run Flask 1. I didn't like it. Okay, I have a parenthesis problem because wait. Because I'm an idiot, basically. Wait, that's the wrong file. What is going on? Oh, wait. Alright. Now that's fixed. It's serving, but does it work? Reload this. Not found. Okay, so I ask it for home, or should I type home here? Yeah, that's not going to work. I wonder what to do. Oh wait, I didn't change it here. Ah. So server was restarted, I think. Yes. Not found. Not found. I have no idea what to do. Also, maybe it's not supposed to work with a Python backend. But then, okay, wait. Should I do this? Okay. And I should have an index.html now. Oh, client and server? What is going on? Wow, I don't know what to do now. What was in this file? Static folder. It says the static folder is up. Maybe I want to serve index.js. It doesn't work. You see, that's what I was talking about. I have no idea. Like, I'm trying to learn React, but I want my own server. I have no idea how to connect it to an existing project. Alright, see if someone can like tell me how this is supposed to work. That would be great. Otherwise, I kiss it goodbye. Because it's completely useless. Is it this file? TSX would mean that the server is able to understand TypeScript, which my Python backend is not going to. Oh, this is wrong. This app here is wrong. Ah, okay. Now it's serving something, but that's not how it's supposed to work. This is the JavaScript that is supposed to execute. Wait, what? Why is it at home? Okay, Hmm. Yeah, I don't know how this is supposed to work. This is the home file. That should not work. Yeah. Let's check real quick what this index is about. Up to build, and when it builds, it gives me that file. This may be something in the configuration that makes it so that when I do run build, yes, there is a run build here. I guess it only works with a Node.js server. Okay, so if I don't run a Node.js server, it's not going to work, so this is useless to me. I have to use this example. Okay, so and then this. Alright, that's all for me. We're going to end the episode here, so this works. And just to make sure I'm not saying complete nonsense, yeah, I think that's it. So if you're not doing Node.js, but one question, why Node? Okay, so it is a choice between Spring Boot and Node.js. Okay, it's actually a choice. Okay, I will need to read about that. Let's call it a day. If any of you is watching this and can leave some comments how I should fix some problems that I had, that would be great. Otherwise, like, subscribe if you want. Bye.